Okay. Now today what I'm going to teach you is about parallel lines, intersecting lines, open close figures, 2D shapes and 3D shapes. Okay. Now see here, first we will go with parallel lines. What do you mean by parallel lines? See here, no writing, nobody should write. Everybody only listening. Every one of you have to close your books. Just keep listening. And don't interrupt in between. Once I finish my explanation, when I ask you the question, then only you have to keep unmute and you have to speak. Unless I say you something to speak, nobody should come out of the mute button. Okay. Now see here, we are going with the next definition, like concept related to the parallel lines. What do you mean by parallel lines? Means, see here, when two lines, see here, I am taking these two lines. I am showing these lines with the two arrowheads on both the sides, both with this side and that end. Why am I showing the arrow mark? Why? Because the arrow marks indicate that the line is extending in both the directions. A line will be extending in both the directions. So that's why in order to show that they are extending on two sides, we show with the arrowhead. Okay. And these two lines are said to be parallel lines. Why? Because those two lines are maintaining the same distance between them throughout their distance. Throughout their length, they are going to maintain the same distance. Nowhere they are coming near again. In throughout their length, they are maintaining the same distance without intersecting each other or without meeting at any point. Such lines are said to be parallel lines. And for example, when you go, when you in our day-to-day life, we will be traveling through trains, and when we travel through trains, we can see the track, the railway track, where the train is moving. Particular train, when it is moving on the track, it always maintain the parallel line path only. Okay, because the wheels are fixed with the train, and the track is also fixed for them, where it is maintaining throughout the same length. The track will have the same distance between both the lines. Okay, that is the fine example. And one more is, sometimes you can see some of the ladders maintaining the same distance between them, because all ladders may not be the same thing, like. So that is the example for parallel lines. Parallel lines means the lines maintaining the same distance between them throughout their length. Such lines are called as parallel lines. Okay. Now, what is the symbol of parallel? See, this is the symbol of parallel. Instead of always writing the symbol, writing the spelling of parallel, Parallel, what we are doing is, suppose I am naming this line as L, and I am naming this the next line as M.
Ma'am,
We learn what? Keep on mute, everybody.
your video is the
Darsh, I think you have the problem, not everybody. The problem is from your side. Now see here, suppose I am naming this line as with the small letter L. You can name the line either with two capital letters or one small letter. So what I am doing is, here I am naming this line with small L, and I am naming the next line with small m. Nobody should write. I did not ask anybody to write. I want everybody to look onto the board. Only listening. No writing work. And nobody should ask me in between what to write, where to write. I said you to close the books. Next, see here. This is line L. This is line M. I am showing with the small capital letters, the two lines. So if I want to show that line L is parallel to line M, symbolically in short form, how will I show is L is parallel to M. This is my parallel symbol. Is it clear what I am saying? When we draw like these two lines, that means it denotes, it indicates that the lines are parallel. Line L is parallel to line M. Next, this is finished. Next, we are going with the intersecting lines. Next, we are moving with intersecting lines. What is meant by intersecting lines means if the two lines, if they meet when they are extending their direction, if they meet at one particular point, that point is called as point of intersection, and such lines are called as intersecting lines. Suppose I am taking line AB. This is line AB. I am showing it with capital letters. I am showing the line with the capital letter AB, and I am showing one more line. I am showing one more line here, that is CD. Now, see here these two lines. Now, if I extend them, I am extending line CD or towards C. That means, and this is extending. So, did they meet? Did they cut each other at one point? These two lines? Yes. Yes or no, children?
Ma'am.
Yes. Now see here, these two lines, when they are extending means continuing their length and keep on continuing, they have intersected at one point. They both are meeting at one point. They cut each other and again extending. So that's why these lines are called as intersecting lines. And the point where the common point where they both are meeting, I'm taking it as suppose point, I'm taking it as point O. So this point is called as point of intersection. What do you call, children? Intersection. Keep on mute, children. Who is that? Now see here. That means we are going to call such lines as intersecting lines if they are not maintaining the same distance between them throughout their length. Now next I am going with the next concept for open figure and closed figures. Now see here, first I am moving on with closed figures. What do you mean by closed figures? That means if a figures which will have the same starting point and same ending point, that means if they are maintaining the same point for to start the figure and to end the figure, such a figure is said to be known as closed figure. Suppose I am taking here Sahasra. Now see here, suppose I am taking the circle. I am taking,
Yes, Fab.
I am starting at this point and I have to complete my circle, keep on moving my circles, and I have ended again at the same point. That means my starting point of the figure and my ending point of the figure is same. That's why such a figure is called as closed figure. Why? Because we have started at same point and ended at same point. There is no gap between the figure. There is no open space between the figure. Everything is closed now. So that's why this is said to be called as closed figure. Suppose I am taking one more figure. I am taking triangle. Suppose I am starting at point A and I am drawing the line segments here, again here, and again I started and I am going and ending again at the same point A. That means it has the same starting point and also the ending point. That's why this is called as a closed figure. Triangle is formed. This triangle is a closed figure. Now next, if I am taking the star, I am starting at this point, for example, and I am drawing my figure star, and again I stopped, I brought it and I have ended at the same point where I have started. So that means it is a closed figure, same starting point and same ending point. I think now it is clear what do you mean by closed figure. So the definition for closed figure is the figures which will have the same starting point and end point. Such figures are said to be known as closed figures. And just quite opposite to closed figure is the open figure. Now what do you mean by open figure? Now next I am writing by side itself, open figures. The figures which will not have the same starting point and end point, such figures are said to be known as open figures. See here, suppose I am taking here letter U. I am taking alphabet U, and this figure is said to be known as open figure. Why it is said to be known as an open figure? Why? Because it has starting point and the ending point are different in this figure. It is starting at this point and we are ending at this point. That means both are not same points. Starting at one place and ending at the other place in the another point. That's why this is called the open figure. Okay, now on your own, say me one more alphabet which comes under open figure.
Ma'am, Y.
Y. Okay, Y.
Ma'am, V.
Yes, V. V.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. A. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. A.
Okay, A.
Ma'am, C. Ma'am, E. Ma'am, E. Ma'am, D. D. Ma'am, C. Ma'am, E. Ma'am, D. Ma'am, D. Ma'am, D. Ma'am, D. Ma'am, D. Ma'am, D. Ma'am.
Thank you. Thanks you. I understood that you understood the concept. That means if it has the same starting point and ending point, you call it as closed figure. And if it has different starting point and different ending point, such figures are called as open figure. Okay. Now with this, I finished the concept.
Ma'am, I'm there.
What, Darsh?
Ma'am, I'm there. I have a doubt, ma'am.
What is your doubt?
D will be open figure. D will be open figure.
No, it is closed figure. D. See here, we can start like this. We can draw this line and the same we can continue and we can end here. And there is no gap between like this. If there is a gap, we don't call it as D. We have to definitely join. That means there is no gap to go out. So that's why it is a closed figure. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see here. Now next we are with the 2D figures. 2D means 2-dimensional figures. 2D means
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Excuse, ma'am. First two points I didn't understand clearly.
Which one, closed and open?
No, ma'am. Before you said two, no, ma'am. Those I didn't understand.
Parallel lines.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, parallel lines means if the same distance is maintained and if they don't intersect, if the two lines don't cut each other, such lines are called as parallel lines. See here,
Okay, ma'am.
suppose I am taking this book. See this edge and the distance between these two edges remains same throughout my book, right? Do you find
Yes, ma'am.
broad at one place and is it narrow at another place, or do you find the same
No, ma'am.
throughout their distance? Same distance is maintained, right? So that's why it is
Yes, ma'am.
called the parallel line. See here, this edge of the mobile and this edge of here. Who is that? Jashmita, keep on mute. Now see here, if I take this my mobile, you can see this edge of the mobile and this edge of the mobile, and the distance between these two edges is same throughout my mobile, right? That means these two edges are said to be parallel lines. Why? Because they never intersect, they never meet at any place. They are keep on maintaining straight in their lines. Is it clear, one year? Such lines
Yes, ma'am.
as parallel lines. Suppose I take, I will take
Ma'am, scale.
scale also.
Ma'am,
Scale also.
scale.
Okay, now I am taking these two. Okay, one is pencil and one is pen. And see, keeping my two things like this. Are they maintaining same distance or they are maintaining different distance in between them?
Different distance.
Different. Down you can see more space and up you can see they are not maintaining the same distance. They came near, both of them, right? That means they are going to meet at one point.
Ma'am.
That means they are going to intersect. They are going to cut each other at some point. So that's why they are called as intersecting lines. And this point where they are meeting each other and cutting each other, that point is said to be called as point of intersection. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am. Manvita, I have one doubt, ma'am.
If the lines are crossed, that means they are going to intersect, they are going to cut at one point. If the lines are straight and maintaining the same distance, then the lines are not going to meet at any point. That lines are called as parallel lines. Manvita, what is your doubt?
Ma'am, X is an open figure, na, ma'am.
Semi, what? Come again with your doubt again. Not speaking. Okay, now next I am moving with two-dimensional figure, that is rectangle and square.
Ma'am, S is an open figure, ma'am.
Yeah, S is an open figure. Why? Because it has one starting point and it is ending at another point. Both of them are different, these points. That's why S is an open figure. You can see the open space here. Okay, but 8, if you take number 8, it is a closed figure. Why? Because see, I'm starting here, I'm continuing my curve, and I'm taking it and I'm ending at the same point here. That's why this is closed figure. Same point, starting point and same ending point. That's why this is called closed figure. But this is open. This is open. This is closed. Yes. Now see here, I am going with next is two-dimensional figures. What do you mean by two-dimensional figure? It will have only two dimensions. One is length and one will be the breadth. It will have only two things. One will be length and one will be breadth. And we will not be able to see the height. We will not be able to see the height of the figure. then such figures are said to be called as two-dimensional figures. Jashmita, don't do all that. You are trying something else, I think. Now see here. 2D. What do you mean by 2D, children? 2D means dimensional.
Ma'am, we cannot see up. Ma'am, there are 2D cinemas and 3D cinemas.
Yeah, there will be 2D cinema movies and also there will be 3D movie effect movies also. Now see here, 2D means two-dimensional figure. Suppose now I am drawing the figure. First I am going to draw the figure rectangle. See here, this is a rectangle which I am going to show you now. This is only said to be called as 2D figure, two-dimensional figure. Why we call it as two-dimensional figure means we can see its length and we know the breadth, but we don't know how much height this figure is. We don't know about the height. Third part, we don't know about the height. That's why we call it as 2D figure, two-dimensional figure. Now see here, name this rectangle, children. Name the rectangle. I am going with the name A, B, C, D. Name of this rectangle is A, B, C, D. Okay. Now say me, how many sides are there in this figure?
Ma'am, 4 sides.
There are 4 sides.
4 sides.
One
There
side,
are
2,
A, B, C, D.
4. So 4 sides.
A, B, and C, D.
Now
4
keep
sides.
twice. There are 4 sides and the names of that 4 sides are, one is AB, line segment AB. This we call it as line segment. Why? Because they are going to start it there. They have the starting point and also it has the ending point. That's why we call them as line segment. Now what are those sides? AB. Next one is BC. Next is CD and the last side is DA. That means I have sides in this rectangle. And name the vertices, children. How many vertices are there?
4, ma'am. Ma'am, 4 vertices.
Yeah, there are 4 vertices. There are 4 vertices. What are those vertices? Vertices means corners. Okay. See here. This is one corner. A. Next corner is B.
Vertices A, vertices B, vertices C, vertices B.
Vertex, when you say vertices means it's plural. Don't say vertices A like that. You have to say vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, vertex D. When all together you are saying vertices A, B, C, D. You have to say in that way. Okay. Now, next time now we know what are the vertices. We know how many sides are there. 4 vertices are there. 4 sides are there. Now, after that, I'm going to ask you,
Yes, ma'am.
which 2 lines are parallel and equal? So first say me, which 2 lines are equal? Which 2 line segments are
Ma'am, the
equal?
side lines and the up and down lines.
Yeah, up and down means say me the name of the sides. One is
Ma'am, A, B, C, and A, B.
A, who is that? See here, AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. I am showing, see here, I am showing the upper line, down line with 2 lines. Why? Because these are equal. Here, keep white. I am showing the upper line segment and line segment are equal. That's why I'm showing with 2 lines. And I'm saying that the other, this sides lengths are equal. That's why I'm showing with single line. BC and AD. The opposite sides are equal in a rectangle. opposite sides. AB opposite side is CD. And here AD opposite side is BC. Do you know what do you mean by opposite, children? You know?
Yes, ma'am, we know.
Yeah, opposite means which are facing each other. Straight each other, opposite to us. Who is there? That is called as opposite. Now see here, I am showing the two lines. These two lines are equal. That's why I am showing with the same number of lines. And these two sides are equal, the right side and left side. That's why I am showing with single line, both these. That means now say me which two line segments are equal. Now say me which pair of line segments are equal, children. So name that sides.
AB and CD. AB
Line
and
segment
CD.
AB is equal to line segment CD.
AB and CD.
Now what is the next pair which is equal?
B. CD. B. And BA.
AB is equal to CD, BC is equal to AD. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you about parallel lines. Say me which lines are said to be parallel.
Ma'am, up and down lines.
Now the name that lines.
In the horizontal lines.
Name. You already we have named. Now say me that line segments which are parallel.
AB and CD. AB and CD.
Very good.
AB and CD.
Okay, now listen here. Line segment AB is parallel means which symbol should I put? Should I write the spelling parallel spelling or shall I use?
No, ma'am. Two lines should keep like this, ma'am.
These two lines indicate. This is the symbol of parallel. Okay, AB is parallel to CD. This is one pair of parallel lines. Say me what is the next pair of parallel lines? Name the next pair of
BC and AD. BC and AD. AD. BC.
Okay, did you all understand? Okay, now finally one more property I am going to show you. That property is related to diagonals. Diagonals of the figure. Shall I rub this now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can wrap.
Okay, now see here the same figure I am showing. Now I am going to say you about the diagonals. D-I-A-G-O-N-A-L-S. Diagonals. I am writing the spelling here. D-I-A-G-O-N-A-L-S. They are called as diagonals. Okay. What do you mean by diagonals? Means when you join the opposite vertices. When you join the opposite vertex to A is, which is the opposite vertex to A?
C, ma'am.
Opposite vertex to A. I will join this. We will get a line segment AC. Okay, and this is
And
say me one more.
B is opposite to D. Opposite to D.
Okay, now everybody keep on mute. Please keep on mute. I can see still some are. Okay, now see here. I think you understood what do you mean by diagonal. Diagonal means the vertex, when it is joined to its opposite vertex, the line segment formed between those two opposite vertices, such a line segment is called as diagonal. And in a rectangle, we can draw two diagonals. Why? Because there are four sides. Four sides means 2. A's opposite vertex is C. So this is one diagonal and B's opposite vertex is D. This is one more diagonal. So now name the diagonals. You can draw only 2 diagonals in a rectangle. And they are, now I am naming those diagonals. One is line segment AC and the other line segment is BD. And the lengths of these diagonals also will be equal. The length of these diagonals will be equal. Now this is about the 2D figure rectangle. Okay. Now in the same way, now you only have to say me, we will go with a square.
Okay, ma'am. Can you explain, ma'am?
Going with the next figure called as square. Okay. Now see the figure here. In a square, all sides will be, how will the all sides will be?
Equal.
Equal.
ma'am.
See here, I am naming my
Equal.
as
Equal.
Q.
Equal, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Now keep on mute. Now nobody should talk. Everybody to keep your mouth shut. Only listening. Okay. Now see here. This is the figure. It is known as square. And in this square, now say me, how many vertices are there in this figure? How
Four
many?
vertices.
4 vertices. Name,
Four vertices. Four sides.
name that vertices.
Four
Vertices.
PQS. PQS. Q R S
Q
S.
R S. There are
PQRS.
Q, R and S. Now next,
R and S.
sides. How many sides are there?
4 sides.
There
Four
are
sides,
4
ma'am.
sides. What are
Four
those?
sides.
Name of sides.
S Q R S.
I want
Q S R.
PQ is one side. PQ is one side. QR is
One side.
RS is another side.
P.
And SP is
I cannot understand anything than the screaming, ma'am. RQ. I cannot understand anything when they're screaming.
Vanya, why? Are you not connected?
No, ma'am.
Ah,
Ma'am, my friends are screaming now, ma'am, sometimes to tell the answer.
okay.
Then
Okay.
I get.
Okay, I understood. Now, children, one of your friend is saying in front of you only. If everybody is shouting, she is unable to understand the concept. That's why I'm asking you all to keep on mute. Nobody should talk. Until I give you a chance to speak something, nobody should interact with me. You just listen whatever I'm saying. Okay? I think you will cooperate with me.
Ma'am,
Ah.
I want to explain that, ma'am.
No, afterwards, because they will not be able to understand. I will give you a chance.
If you want
Class,
to
I will
tell
give you a
the
chance.
answer, tell in mute.
Now see here. Now everybody look at here. This is a square where we can find 4 vertices. Vertices means corners. P is one corner, Q is one vertex, R is another vertex, S is another vertex. All together we call them as vertices. There are 4 vertices. Then after that, you coming on to the sides. There are 4 sides in a square. And we have named that square. One is PQ, second one is QR, third one is RS, and fourth one is SP. There are 4 sides in the square. Next, and we have named that line segments. And in a square, all sides are equal. The length of every side is equal to the other side. That's why I am showing with the double line for everything. Why I use two lines? That means all have two lines, means all the sides lengths are equal. Okay, now next I want you to say me what are the parallel lines. Nobody should open. I only will say. Parallel lines means the lines which are maintaining the same distance between them. Such lines are called parallel lines. I can say PQ is parallel to SR. Why? Because see here, this line and this line, between these two lines the distance is same, so that's why we can say PQ is, I am using the symbol parallel symbol, PQ is parallel to SR. And I am going to say one more set of parallel lines, that is these two. One is SP and the other one is RQ. SP is parallel to line segment RQ. And I cannot say SR is parallel to RQ. Why? Because they are not maintaining the same distance. They are going to intersect at point R. That's why they are not said to be called the parallel lines. They are said to be intersecting lines. Okay. Now next, there will be two diagonals in the figure. Just before I said, what do you mean by a diagonal? Diagonal means when you join the opposite vertices, you will get a line segment. Such line segment is called the
Slanting line. Slanting line.
Okay, now you keep on mute. Now see here, I am joining P and R. This is one line segment, this is one diagonal. And one more diagonal is I am joining these two opposite vertices. I can find one more diagonal. There are total two diagonals in the rectangle and in the square. Okay, and the diagonals length will be always same. In the square and rectangles, the length of the diagonals are same. Now say me what are the diagonals? I am naming the diagonals. One is PR and the other diagonal is, and the other one is SQ. With this, we have finished about the properties of two-dimensional figures, rectangle and square. Okay. Now next I am moving on with the 3D figures. What do you mean by 3D figures, children?
Ma'am, there is only 1 minute. How can you tell?
Till what extent I can say, I will say. Okay. Now see here, 3D means three-dimensional figures. Which figures are said to be three-dimensional means the figure which will
Right?
length, don't write. Again, who is that? The figure which will have the length, breadth and height. See here, suppose I am showing you my duster. This duster is having, it has the length, it has the breadth and it also has the height. We can see all the three. We can see the length, we can see the breadth and we can also see the height of the duster. We can see all the three parts of the duster. So that's why this is called as a three-dimensional figure. But just before